Insane Gamers back again for another PBR battle, and this time I'm using No Mercy again, rather than Man, because this is on my original file where my ranking is a bit higher, and I get harder trainers. So we like being challenged. So anyway, I'm fighting an obvious rain dance team with a Kyogre. I hate rain dance teams with Kyogre because it's a cop-out way to start out the rain, but there we go. What are you gonna do? Luckily, I didn't see Kyogre in this fight, so yeah, this person was obviously underestimating me, and the one crucial point I always stress, never underestimate your opponents. Never. Anyway, so I send out my Porygon Z and my Hariyama, kind of usual leads here. I could have sent out Gallade, but I was a little bit afraid that the Kyogre would come out first, and I thought I would need to fake it out. So anyway, I fake out the Salamence to get rid of Focus Sashes and, well, overall pain dealt out by Salamences. And for Porygon Z, I obviously go for the Trick Room, because that's what this team does, and Rain Dance teams plus Trick Room equals no. So yeah, he's taking a little while to decide, so I don't know what he's doing. He's doing stuff like, making popcorn and getting a soda. Oh, there we go. So anyway, Hariyama goes for Fake Out, and after the Intimidate, it doesn't do a lot, but when does Fake Out do a lot? Unless it's on an Ambipom, then it does, like, heaps, because Ambipom is epic, and I'm using one in Heart Gold, and it's just amazing. I managed to stall out Morty's Gengar into struggling itself to death. It was so funny, because he couldn't hit me with any attacks, because Shadow Ball doesn't affect Girafarig or Apom. Anyway, so out comes the Trick Room, and now there's floating squares all over the Colosseum. They're invading the planet! Woo! Aliens. Okay, so here I could just Ice Beam the Salamence, but I know the Swampert is so much more dangerous, because I don't know if it would out-slow my Magnezone. I'm a bit worried about the Earthquake. So I thought about Stone Edging the Salamence, but in the end I just go for my Hyper Beam Whirlwind strategy. And my opponent here was actually pretty smart. We will soon see in a second. That was an alliteration. Yeah, English class rocks. So yeah, he calls back his Salamence, predicting an Ice Beam, I suppose, from Porygon Z. And out comes the Kingdra to take the Ice Beam. But I'm not going for him. Unfortunately, Swampert protects, so I don't get my Hyper Beam off, and I blow myself away without doing anything. So that sucks, but oh well, at least now I can get a fresh Pokemon out here. I was kind of hoping Octillery would come out, and it does, so thank God for that. I'm glad that Magnezone didn't get dragged out. So Octillery's out here now, and he's ready to start spouting water all over the place and blasting fire and whatnot. Anyway, here I decide to double team the Swampert because I know it's not going to be protecting again. And the Kingdra hopefully will go for Hariyama, who at this point is useless, and I would rather him die than live this turn, so I can get Magnezone or Porygon Z out here and get some more attacks off, because at the moment Hariyama is a little bit useless after that Intimidate. With the Guts boost, it puts him back at regular attack, I think. But anyway, Brick Break goes off, and it does a decent damage against the Swampert. I mean, Swamperts are beastly. Does I think half, maybe. Octillery goes for Ice Beam, and takes it out with a critical hit. Yes, I needed that thing to die. I don't know if it would have lived without the crit. Probably, because Swampert is just that annoying. But anyway, it goes down quite nicely, so it's really dramatic. It's like, oh, I can't do this anymore, and then dies. So Swampert, why do I keep saying wrong Pokemon names? Okay, so the Cherrim uses Dragon Pulse on my Entei, and the Entei dies, and I'm like, well, I don't really care. So, now I can send in my Alakazam and start killing him with Roar of Times. Okay, now I've gotten that out of my system. I send in Magnezone, and he sends in a Jolteon, and I'm thinking, I'm a little bit worried about Jolteon. So, Octillery here, I know is going to go first in the Trick Room, because he's just really slow. So I go for a Water Spout, because I want to kill that Jolteon at the moment. It's kind of my priority. And here, I was a bit worried about the Jolteon having a focus sash. So, after a little bit of debating, I wind up going for a flash cannon on it. Because I don't want it killing my artillery, because my artillery has Ice Beam and I kind of need it around. So, luckily he doesn't protect or anything. And Water Spout hits, and it takes down a Jolteon in one shot. So, no focus sash. That's always nice. We'd love to see that. So, Jolteon goes down. Kingdra takes like nothing, but it does resist it 4 times. So, Magnezone goes for Flash Cannon, who was originally aimed for Jolteon. And look how much damage that did! That's crazy! That's just crazy. Yeah, I didn't use Thunderbolt in case the Jolteon, did live, and then it would get Volt Absorb, and that would be very annoying. Because Volt Absorb is the most annoying thing ever. And now the phone is ringing, and the phone better shut up. Okay. So her last Pokemon I know is a Salamence, so I can easily kill that with my artillery. And he intimidates me, but I don't care because I have special attackers, ha ha. So yeah, now artillery is going to fire some Ice Beams instead, because now his Water Spout is basically useless. And Magnezone here is going to go for a Thunderbolt on the Salamence, as well in case of a Yache Berry, because a Yache Berry would save it from the Ice Beam. How much damage do those take off anyway? Because it always seems that, they get hit with Ice Beam, they activate their Yache Berry, and then they go down to the red. Does it, only make it 1 times effective or whatever? I don't know. So Salamence goes down to Ice Beam, no Yache Berry, and Focus Sash, if it had one, was already broken. So, that's always nice. And Magnezone kills the Kingdra with a Thunderbolt, because it's Life Orbed, and it's awesome. It's a UFO. How can you not like Magnezone? It's just like the Rafflecopter, man. So yeah, I beat a Rain Dance team, and I didn't see Kyogre. I'm so happy, because Kyogre is it's like my pet peeve of Pokemon. It's just annoying. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this PBR battle. Show no mercy when fighting people, because you need to beat people, because people deserve to be beaten. See you next time.